boy Super, and I'm playing the devil in me. I'm about to get it out right now.
Mark, give me a hand. I think we can bust through this thing.
3, 2, 1, go!
Yeah, that looked kind of fast. Oh, wow.
Okay?
No, oh, I said this reminded me of the 13th Ghost,
Okay,
right? Because
back.
you know
Stay
how
there.
it seems like there's a ghost paranormal entity, and the living person was working in conjunction with it, because as soon as it got dark, he left, and that's when all this shit started happening, but it's his house. And why isn't the ghost killing him? It's like he's working in conjunction with it. That theme's also in 13th Ghost. I forgot to say that about the movie when I was talking to it. When they're trying to find their way through, and it's kind of like that. That's probably why I thought of it too. Not just decorations, because they're trying to use the ghost as a tool, and one of the people turns into a ghost or something like that. The guy captures ghosts and he transports them to his house and he sets them up in his house as traps. And when he died, he became a ghost. And one of the people that was trapped in the house died and became a ghost, I believe. So they had friendly ghosts helping him with the ghost, the evil ghost that he had trapped. I think he was the 13th ghost builder. So maybe it was he was the construction company. So you should be intimate with the house, and you should. That's why the ghost doesn't kill him. That I've heard that story before somewhere. The ghost doesn't kill him because he needed him to rebuild his house, his murder mansion. I've heard that before. That might have been with the Winchester mansion, though. Winchester mansion was said to be a lot like this, exactly like this, I think. There was even a movie about the Winchester mansion, but I don't remember the title or anything. Yeah, it's just like the Winchester mansion. A lady hired people to rebuild a strange house with a lot of shit like this in it. And she lived till like 80 or 90 or something like that. And I don't remember much of the details. That could have been a different story. But there's so many stories like this, it seems now. I quit immediately with immediate effect. By the time you read this, I'll have already left the island. Don't come looking for me. I quit. I'm done. It's a mannequin. A construction worker mannequin.
Let me go, you asshole! I don't.
Yeah, so if you're interested in this, definitely should check out those stories. The Winchester Mansion, the real H.H. Holmes story, the 13th Ghost. That one's a little on the cheap, cheesy side, though. I mean, it seems to be a lot, mostly computer generated. And it's not real historical. But it seemed like such an original version of ghost stories at the time. Never heard a ghost story like that. It was so bizarre. Capturing ghosts and collect them.
Stay close.
Obviously.
Oh my. Oh shit!
What the
I don't
fuck
know
just
why that
happened?
scared me so much. I knew it was like a mannequin. Why did she turn her flashlight off? Climb down. There's so much more action in this game. Even more action than the Quarry. Of course, that one definitely was focused more on the story and the characters. I don't. And this one came. This one came before. I was thinking that they did it out
There
of
must
order,
be
but there's no
something
way.
useful around here.
Look, she even got the cute little birthmark on her hand. Almost look like fangs. She's got 3 of them. Look at that in a weird spot.
There's gotta be a way through.
Not up. On another side. Seems to be the way to go. I can't see it. There we go. Remember one game. I don't remember anything
Keep
about
looking
it.
around.
Or maybe I was thinking while whenever I thought like one game where you had 2 characters, you had to do a mini game like balancing with each character. I don't remember. I think that was like a Nintendo game maybe. And then that never caught on.
Mark, give me a hand moving this shit.
I was just about to say sounds a little overconfident. Where's your ghost detector tools? Like with the way ghost hunting and things like that are popular on YouTube, I'm surprised it wasn't like a group of online paranormal investigators go to the H.H. Holmes mansion, but it was tore down, so
Huh.
ghost hunters wouldn't go to a replica either. Like some influencers, YouTubers. Just as well, I can imagine.
Shut up! No! Monica! No, please shut up!
They had 2 of the construction workers in a solid situation. I think that might be like literally a solid situation straight from the movie. I wasn't a big fan of those. I saw 1 or 2. Like I like scary movies and I don't mind gore and shit, but I don't just want to go watch torture
this?
movies.
Is it some sort of message?
He's trying to scare us.
Tell us something.
Guess I'll push the button. Reenactment. One of you guys got to pull the other to survive. And the guy pulled the girl.
Shit!
Now we're free. To get the key. What an ass. He probably died in the end too. That's the big, I forgot the word for it. It's also a French word. Reinhardt. 8 Reinhardt. And we already know he's part of the construction crew hired by Belknap. And I'm guessing that Roulette Du'Met was the foreman of the construction crew. Spa Master Key. It was a nice hotel for its time. Now do we gotta backtrack? Oh, there's the lobby. I thought this was the spa, the lobby to the spa, huh? Trying to scare me? Looks like a feminine male model.
Mark, here.
And it's barricaded
Let's
for no
move the desk.
reason.
Mark?
At one point, somebody
Jamie?
gave up trying to
Here.
escape and just tried
We're
to
okay.
survive inside.
We're okay.
Thank God. We found a key.
Where the fuck has she
Let's
been?
get out of here.
Du'Met, that's his name. Bringing bodies to the old
that?
ghost of H.H. Holmes.
This
They
way.
found the key to the spa and I think they're safe and free all of a sudden. $182. It's 176 before they arrived and they killed 2 of them. I don't get the numbers. I would be surprised if like people are led to
I've had
believe
enough
that's
of
the
this
number
shit.
of
What the hell
guests
is
that have
going
stayed
on?
at the
Well,
hotel.
Du'Met offered a
But it's
unique
really the
H.H.
number of
Holmes
people he's
experience, and
killed
Charlie couldn't resist.
and the people he
Problem
killed
is,
outside of the
everything
hotel or
Moving
before the
walls,
hotel are in
traps,
that
tricks.
number.
It's everything Holmes did.
So why? Why is he doing
Why
it?
did Holmes do what he did? Why do any of the killers we've covered do the shit they do?
Upbringing, trauma.
They're
socio-
crazy.
but they aren't.
You know what I mean? Let's just find Aaron.
Wow. It's definitely not Du'Met.
Can you see him?
He's not acting ghost-like. He's got to use doors. Find it really hard to believe it'd be a person, though. He came out this door and walked through the wall, I guess, because there's no doors for him to have walked through. Maybe the one on the end. Bloody doorknob. He has to use doors.
Guys? Over here.
And why is he making mistakes now after doing everything so amazingly intelligent
Holy shit.
and precise and perfect?
We don't know what it is.
I'll watch the door. You guys look around.
And up to this point, all of his mistakes have been well-organized
What
traps,
the fuck is this?
well-prepared traps. Executed with ghastly perfection.
This is hers.
She's still think she's alive. What was
Shit.
I wonder what the pointy thing was that she got stabbed him, but there it is on the end. Here's her body. Sounds like she's alive.
Here! I found her!
There was kind of a short, spiky thing. It might just have stopped at the roof of her mouth. That's why we couldn't win. Maybe. But then there's no explanation for the guy. And he's very knowledgeable about drugs. He knows everything. Oh, why did she just now die?
Jamie, wait.
They're taking it rather calmly. You can get some defibrillators. So we should have chose the
What
inhaler.
did he do to her?
I'm so sorry.
Don't fucking touch me. Don't start pretending like you give a shit now.
Let's focus on getting the hell out of here. You two can fight later.
We need a plan. Forget his games, traps, all that bullshit. Think about the killers we've covered. There's always a weakness.
You suggesting we invite him to tea and psychoanalyze?
I'm suggesting we use our heads.
We can make guesses all day, but if we die here, it won't matter. I'm not playing detective, I just want to survive.
Playing detective is how we survive. We play his games, we'll lose. We need to outthink him.
He's trying to pick us off one at a time. We need to stick together.
Hang on.
He also tries to move you from area to area.
Where should we go?
Back to the ferry.
It left, remember?
It's on a line, maybe we could reel it in.
Maybe
He
it's
found
good
a spot you were
enough.
sure he
The
wasn't
lighthouse.
recording you and hid.
Maybe we can signal for help.
If he came
There's
looking, you
police
could
boats
attack him.
patrolling the lakes, right?
All the way out here?
Lighthouses are meant to be seen for miles.
Are you shooting
Like,
any of us?
even if he
No
could
one
see
is gonna
you,
believe it without proof.
like he doesn't
Well,
have
he's
any
recording
traps or
trying to
anything
kill
set up
somebody.
for the hallway.
For
If
the
you stay in
cops.
the hallway not doing nothing, he's gonna make a move. You're gonna have opportunity.
The walls are moving again.
Kate, hang on. We need to stay close.
And you got no
Shit.
idea whether you
Kate!
should go on the
Hang
other side of
on!
the wall or stay on this side. You got no clue. If they automatically assume they got to get on the other side of the wall just because it's shut.
Jamie!
And they were just talking about sticking together. Look at how fast
Wait,
he
no,
did
no.
that shit. Crazy. So much for sticking together.
Fuck.
Like everything's so planned about him moving you. Like he's got contingencies on contingencies of all involving you moving. Fuck. Oh, that was the camera. Into the vat of acid. Reach in and get it. It's just water. He knows it's acid. It's not gonna make much of a difference. It's just a camera. You take a picture of H.H. Holmes' ghost. He planned for him to fall down here. But it's him. That looks like the curator. Maybe this is the story of the curator past. Even when he makes mistakes, you moving and trying to escape does nothing but get you. It's like get you in more trouble. Go in the door he came out of. Got no other choice. Where to hide? Oh shit, I wasn't ready. It's nice and slow though. He just made him fall down here, and he's not gonna search more than that. Millie was watching. Oh God. Glad they stopped switching the buttons up. Shut the door. Bar mannequin. Why is that so close? What am I supposed to do?
$72, $93.
What is that? It's a weird place to put a code. Guess we gotta backtrack. We haven't been in this room yet.
$68.83.
See anything here? Oh shit. We had a lot of time for that one. Maybe this is the wrong spot. That's a hell of a lot of time. Maybe we were supposed to find something first. Looking right at us. God.
Press the button.
Oh, that looks like a real face.
The button. Press the button.
Okay.
Press it.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
it. Press the button. Press it. Press the button. Press the button. No, no, we can't look. Press the button.
We didn't have an option to press the button. Probably would have exploded or something anyway. Damn, that was worth 5. Could be in this tab. That's not what I heard. I heard they completed it, then got contracted for more. So it's the guy who said he was inspired, but I thought he was in jail because the FBI was investigating him and he seemed to have confessed. Mr. Belknap tried to hide it. What I want is the codes. Fuck. 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 I don't know this. How important could it be? It's just a TV. Hector Monday. Welcome new recruits. We're really prepared for them letters on those numbers on the parts to be code.
Conducted by Dr. Isabella Garcia. Patient name, Monday, Hector. Behavioral observation. Hector arrived at our scheduled appointment 24 minutes late. Once we sat down and began the session, he struggled to maintain eye contact. He found it difficult to articulate his feelings and was terse and guarded throughout. Hector has been working long hours and, as a result, isn't sleeping well. Hector spoke about his recently deceased mother and displayed evidence that he hasn't yet fully come to terms with her death.
She died
I
at birth.
strongly recommended a course of antidepressants, but he is resistant to this idea, believing that it would have a detrimental effect on his capability with regards to his current investigation. Hector describes his work in immaculate detail, and contrary to earlier in the session, his thought content is both coherent and logical. He is displaying an unhealthy obsession with his work, but his recent bereavement may be the underlying issue.
Safe in there. Oh, you gotta close the grate behind you. Rookie mistake.
Yo! I'm not some fucking lab rat here for your amusement. So now what?
Oh, this is the same room that we killed the girl in. Oh. Got it. Shocking. Trophy earned. Fixed all the fuse boxes. Oh, we're gonna be locked in here. Good job fixing
There we
it.
go.
Are you sure that, or is that where he wants us to go? He obviously knew we would fix the fuse box. Nowhere else to go. This is like, these are hell of mechanicalness to this whole thing for being a hotel from the 1800s. Door number one.
What the hell?
Wow, that's spooky. It's like Silent Hill or Max Payne, one of those games. We can open it. It's not fast forward just yet.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Why and how does he find the time to go through trash in everybody's room and the rest of the hotel while he's doing all this? This is the redhead's room. that? How much is that? 5 Bs. Where's the secret door? It's a trap secret door, and she's learned about his doings. We had a tool I could have used. What was that tool? Ice pick? Screwdriver, ice pick.
Oh, what the hell?
There's weird ass reflections on the glass down there. Two-way mirror, one-way mirror in the 1800s. She's zooming really far on this one. Is it the one we just came through? Camera.
Jesus. There's cameras everywhere.
Welcome to the future.
Mark!
Interrogation room. Oh my god.
You want to know what it means to be a killer? You ever been to the art museum downtown? They got this painting by a guy, I forget his name. Famous painter. He did portraits of slaughtered cows hanging on hooks. You take a normal person to a slaughterhouse, and they will puke their guts out. You make it into a painting, and suddenly it's art. There's no difference between the two. No, not really. Don't look at me like that. You know I'm right. You get it. I know you get it. You got to do something that matters. Make people feel something they've never felt before. Shatter the illusion that any of us are really in control. Think of the most profound thing you've ever done. The most beautiful thing you've ever created. And I promise you, it's nothing compared to watching the life bleed out of someone. To see the fear in their eyes. To feel them pawing at you for release. To hear them pleading, begging. That moment when someone realizes they are at their end. That's when you feel it. That's true art. That's what you have to be. An artist. A sculptor. An architect. I see the gleam in your eye, Agent Monday. You're not fooling me.
Monday got turned.
Look at you now, huh? Am I gonna be your first? Well, come on then, huh? I'm right here. This room is soundproof. You don't even have to wait for a plane to fly overhead. There you are. I see you now. Not bad. Not bad at all. Bare hands can feel good, huh? But the blade makes for such a prettier picture. You've got potential, Agent Monday. If you truly want to be an artist.
It's like reliving his conversion to a serial killer. Still seems hard to believe it's a person. Why is it only at dark? We might have to turn this into the Nobody Survives run.
Come on!
She had a different looking flashlight. What? Oh, because it's a flip phone. Oh, wow, she's ahead of the times. She had a touchscreen flip phone. That looks like a DS or something. Or the DS Mini.
Who says self-help books don't work?
Are we sure we want to leave just as soon? The girl won't take no for an answer. There's a body. The crying is a recording, we know that. Blood on the wall. I thought that was a body, just weird shadows. Like we have any other, well, there's two doors we can open. I think this is the one somebody's trapped in. So there's a head,
Hello?
look at that.
Can you hear me?
She don't have the ability to speak. There's really nothing we can do about it, huh? It sucks. It's gotta be the girl on the wall. Why would she be crying? She didn't get caught. She can see us now. In case you missed me, Michelle, morning, writing 8 a.m. Requested to use the library and music lounge, so I assume I'm in one of those. Lunch family time. Can we wind outside in the garden? Dine? Bar seems like a good writing spot. 9 p.m. You should be able to read the title before you pick it up. Manny Sherman, The Beast of Arkansas. That's the one by Joseph Morello. That's the guy who
By
turned.
Joseph Morello. That wasn't Du'Met on the ferry.
That's the guy who turned the FBI detective. Now they're working in conjunction. Wow. An FBI guy and a serial killer. I can't. You know, the beginning starts in a sentence fragment. But honestly, I was glad to be leaving. They'd been nice folks. The stewards, real nice. both in their 70s. Now Dad's still strong as an ox, having been a military man, moving to town to settle to start a family. Mom was starting to get a little frail. You could tell she'd taken it to heart as Mrs. Stewart made me coffee. She was functioning okay, but had dead behind the eyes. Look, 26 years old, still living on that cocoon of numbness such as devastation can bring. We talked a lot. They were at ease about talking about anything. The night it had happened, the cruel details, how they felt about him. It was just a fact of life for them. Their daughter had been murdered by a serial killer, and that was their world. That sounds really mean. Maybe use kinder words. I don't like the cocoon sentence. Is there a more relatable metaphor? Everything. It was a shock when they offered to show me Mary's room. I was apprehensive. So after he had something to do with the killings, he went back as an author to interview the parents. Wow. I was apprehensive, but thanked and agreed. It would be helpful to get an idea of the kind of girl Mary was. Followed Mrs. Stewart. I could feel the toll that the murder had taken as we walked through the house and upstairs to Mary's room. Her husband didn't like to go into that room. Things were neat and tidy, but shabby. We walked over a beaten old carpet, past outdated wallpaper and paintings, mostly biblical, that were thick with dust. The strain and financial impact must have been huge. Mrs. Stewart hadn't worked since. Oops. Hadn't worked since. Wow, that was a big page. Hadn't worked since Mary's death. And again, sounds really mean. Can you not just say they had a rough time of it without being so descriptive? Maybe explain why. Did she find it difficult to face anyone? What is the FBI now? Is editor or vice versa? Her scrollwork was stacked by her bed, and her childhood toys and dolls were still displayed on the shelves. What stuck out most was her uniform, still hanging on the front of her wardrobe, ready for a shift at the diner the next day. Mary was a tiny girl, only 5'1", and weighed less than 100 pounds. She didn't stand a chance that night she was taken. I kept thinking about her room as I drove through the town. Milton should have been an unremarkable place in '95, but it was close to lifeless now. Mostly boarded up. The only shops open were liquor stores, which had bums outside them drinking at 11 a.m. As if the town had died when Mary did. Eventually, Milton faded in my rear view mirror as the image of Mary's uniform burned into my mind. Go hug Natalie right now, please. Later the next day, I finally got back to our house, scrambling over a package set on our doorstep, a brown box. I had no idea who it had come from. Had Michelle ordered something? Curiosity took over. I hauled it outside. Opening it, I found an old tape recorder along with the quartet of tapes. I listened to the first one. The noise was unmistakable. It was Sherman. Nope, mentioned their interviews. I thought we were going to go into the mirror. Oh, a voodoo doll of our girl.
Bethany.
Maybe not a voodoo doll. Please stop crying, Mommy.
Please stop crying, Mommy.
Beast body burgled. Arkansas. This week, the body of a so-called beast of Arkansas has been removed from its grave by suspected body snatchers. The infamous serial killer, whose real name is Mandy Sherman, was executed earlier this month, and his remains were buried in an undisclosed cemetery in Springdale, Arizona. Senior police spokesperson for local law enforcement stated at a press conference, "We believe this to be the work of serial killer obsessives, and we're pursuing various leads. We assume there are multiple suspects involved, but not ruled out that it may be one individual. The burial site is unknown. Rumors have been circulating among the serial killer enthusiast forums online since Sherman's execution, which questioned by the press about such online groups. The spokesperson added those people who call themselves fans of serial killers are very foolish if they were aware of the despicable details of such crimes. As we in law enforcement are, they would rethink their views about celebrating such heinous criminals. Police refused to confirm the name of the cemetery to the media in the aftermath of the news." So we got a copycat serial killer. His ghost is reenacting the original serial killer's life and routine and things.
Kind
That's the girl. The mirror with the red light. Does she not think anything weird about the red light? Obviously not. Oh, I I've just read that. Beast of Arkansas, copycat. See, they were worried people would go down as a copycat, so they gave him his own title, Beast of Arkansas. Yeah, I don't know any codes here.
Focus.
Not only do we got other codes to this door. So I'm gonna say, not only do we have to find the code, we've got to find a way to unlock this door. Ha ha. Burgled. No numbers on that whatsoever. No numbers on the crying mommy. No numbers on the county dish. Bethany on the doll. We don't know that Joseph Morello is Du'Met. So somebody just taped this picture onto this book. And whose bag was that? Is this one of the people you came with through? And why is it in the room? That's a weird place to hide the code. They knew you would, people would look for that wild for this strange note that means nothing in the game, have exactly 4 numbers in it. And it says absolutely nothing important. 8259, that's it. How did I miss something so far back? Sounds are getting louder. Oh, that's why we can't get back out. Where could it possibly be? Oh, it's about 9:45. 8259. I didn't realize there's torn paper. I didn't realize she had a pencil. Why would she all of a sudden have a pencil? It's not letting me pull out the pencil. What? Oh, on the other notepad. Okay. Oh, I should have noticed it let me pick the pen. You gotta go a little lighter than that. 1999. Damn, just crushed the whole thing. This probably does lead us in between the walls to the other girl. But tonight we're gonna party like it's 1999. No, this is really a spare room. That's just a mannequin with a voice recorder, and I should have checked the room. We got to back out. I don't know. It's a mannequin of one of the people. I bet. No way that's a person. Nothing else to do in here. Mannequin of a little girl. Somebody's missing their eyes and got a microphone in their mouth. Mrs. Morello animatronic. So he killed his wife and let him live. Why would he help him if he killed his wife? It's got to be to save his daughter. Why don't you just open it? He's coming.
It's me. Get in here.
And that's where he's gonna come to.
Thank God. What the hell is this?
Pleased to see you too, Kate.
What I
Glad
call
you're alive.
home.
Listen, I found out some new information.
What?
That guy on the ferry, that was not Du'Met. That was Joseph Morello. He's a true crime writer. I found one of his books.
How's he wrapped up in this?
I don't know.
Same way you guys
Have you
are.
seen Mark?
Not in person, but I spotted him on one of these monitors.
Thank God. I was worried sick about him.
But I also saw Du'Met running around.
And what a good hiding spot. Hurry up and go out the door before it closes. Not too late now, he's looking behind himself. One step closer to freedom. But we'll have to find out in the next video. Thanks for watching.